Hi everyone, I'm just making this video today to show you this hatchet that I had the opportunity to make recently during a blacksmithing course that I took at a place called Toronto Blacksmith, and highly recommend it. I spent the day making this hatchet, the axe head and the handle from scratch. Very good opportunity. I'll post links in the description to the course. I got the urge to want to do this from several books I've been reading over the last few months. As you can see here, probably the primary one would be The Mastery and Uses of Fire in Antiquity, which is just written by a U of T prof. Actually, I've heard a lot about it from other primitive living channels that I watch, and I've just been reading that as sort of a manual on how to learn about metallurgy. Also, a Scout handbook from 1965 that I get a lot of ideas out of. It mentioned here that having a hatchet is one of the most essential tools for any bushman, and there's a lot of, it's probably the most important one, and I know I'm going to use it for a lot of projects going forward. And finally, this book, Alone Against the North, which I'm going to make a separate video reviewing, by a Canadian explorer, which is really good. So having said that, here you see the steel that I started off with, and the anvil and various hammers that we used. I did the course with my father, and of course blacksmithing basically involves heating up steel like that so that you can pound on it and hit it with various hammers where you hold the steel with tongs and to shape it to whatever you want. So here you see this is one of my axe head I was making with my father. We heat it up like this. We shaped it into this design for a basic hatchet, and then next came the process of tempering and strengthening the steel, which basically involves a process of heating the steel up multiple times and then cooling it off and tempering it in this oil. More specific details about that can be found in the book I just mentioned, or on other more detailed videos, but this is just sort of a general walkthrough to show you sort of the process I was going through. I have to say I was very satisfied with the course. I really liked the feeling of making something with my own hands of this quality. The instructor is really good. Overall, I'll give it a thumbs up. I recommend the course. Like I said, I'll put the links to the course in the description. I really recommend anyone in Ontario that's interested in this might want to consider it. So, you know, like I said, I wanted to have a hatchet because I know I'm going to be using it for a lot of outdoors projects going forward on this channel. I wanted one that I knew would be of good quality, and I wanted something I made myself with my own hands that I could hand down as a hand-me-down, basically, going forward. So something that could stay in my family. So this I thought was a good way to start. Here you see is the process of strengthening the axe head by judging the color of the steel, basically, to show you if it's the right temperature or not. I actually had to do this several times because I wasn't getting it right. I was leaving the axe head in the oil too long. But you can see on this bar here, as the heat travels up the bar, the color changes, and that's how you can kind of compare colors to tell how hot the steel is. And that's a crucial part of the blacksmithing process. So this took a little while for me to get it right because I had to keep heating the steel up and trying to get it to exactly where I wanted it, but eventually I was able to get it exactly the way I wanted. So after a process of strengthening and tempering the steel and getting it to where you want, the next step is basically cooling the steel down, putting it in sawdust, cleaning it off, and then getting ready to do the woodworking part. So when I was happy with the blade, we moved on to doing the handle, which was really interesting. I like working with wood a lot. We did some sanding, then used linseed oil to oil up the handle to give it that shiny look that I really liked. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos going forward too on woodworking. We have a series coming up on that, but this was a good introduction to it too. I chose to use a wood burning technique on the handle to kind of give it that burnt look, to distinguish it from my father's, who has the more store-bought look, the clean handle look with the wood. But as you can see here in the footage, it takes a little while to get the steel tempered exactly the way you want it. This is my first attempt, so it took a little while, but finally I got it where I wanted. And like I said, yeah, I was able to move on to learning how to make the handle and how to connect the head to the wood. Sawdust here just helps with cooling down process. So, you know, it's an art form that's been around for thousands of years, and getting to do it personally just it was a good feeling. I recommend it. This was the final product. As you can see, I was very happy with it. I plan to get a lot of use out of it. Been doing a lot of work outdoors this summer, doing a lot of wood splitting and stuff, and been, you know, using the hatchet. I can tell it's really good quality. So recommend this course. I'm going to be doing more videos going forward. You'll see me using this, hopefully, and other tools I make. So if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel going forward. A lot more great quality content coming up for you. And just as a final comparison, there's my axe on the left, my father's on the right. Like I said, I did a little wood burning of the handle to give it a little bit different aesthetic look, but overall, two really great hatchets. Highly recommend the program at Toronto Blacksmith. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, and look forward to seeing you in other videos in the future. Take care.